While tutoring absolute beginner programming students, I realized people tend to rush to learn more advanced programming topics and can often skip over the fundamental topics that can help simplify code. In this video, we're going to have a look at how to simplify a lot of beginner Python code by learning a few concepts available in most programming languages. Let's get right into it. Have you ever needed to code an iteration that resets back to the beginning once it's finished? Here I have a sample program that continuously prints out months in order. If we run it, we can see that when we reach December, the iteration jumps back to January. If we have a look at the code, we have this nasty if statement that checks if month index equals 12, and then resets it back to 0. It works, but the code looks awkward. We can do better by utilizing the modulo operator. Modulo refers to the integer remainder that is left after you divide one number by another. If we have n mod m, we can express n as m multiplied by k plus r, where k is the largest integer so that m multiplied by k is less than or equal to n. R in this equation is the remainder. For example, 12 mod 10 is 2, because only one 10 fits into 12, and what is left is 2. We can express 12 this way. 12 equals 10 multiplied by 1 plus 2. We can see the remainder equals 2. Let's see one more example. 55 mod 7 equals 6. Why? Well, 55 divided by 7 equals 7 if we take off the decimal part. Now we can try to plug it back into the equation, and we get 55 equals 7 multiplied by 7 plus r, where r is 6. Why do we care about all of this? Well, this is due to a cyclic characteristic the modulo has. What is 0 mod 12? Well, there is nothing to divide, so it is 0. What is 1 mod 12? Well, 0 12ths fit into 1, so what remains is 1. What about 2 mod 12? Well, 0 12ths fit into 2, hence the remainder is 2. And 11 mod 12? Well, the same. 0 12ths fit into 11, so the remainder is 11. But when we reach 12 mod 12, the remainder is 0 because 12 divides 12, so there is nothing left. And if we keep on increasing the number, it will always loop back to 0 whenever a number divides 12, so 24, 36, 48, and so on. I recommend trying to pause the video right now and think, how can you use modulo to simplify the code and get rid of the annoying if statement? If you said I equals I plus 1 mod 12, you are correct. This will do absolutely nothing different from I equals I plus 1, except from when I plus 1 is 12. Then it will return 0 instead of 13, solving the problem easily, understandably, and elegantly. Now that you learned about modulo, I want to give you some homework. Here we have some code that generates all possible unique strings of 3 letters. As you can see, we use loop per letter, which means that if we wanted to create unique strings of 50 letters, we'd have to use 50 loops. This is very tedious. Here's another way to generate all unique strings of 3 letters using only one loop and a modulo operator. A small hint is, do not worry about the order. All we care about is returning all possibilities. The order of them does not matter. I encourage you to try and see if you can come up with a solution. You might find this task quite tricky, but it's a good exercise to attempt. Paste your solutions in the comments. I will show my solution at the beginning of the next video. Let's move on to another trick I want to teach you. The code over here simply alternates between outputting right hand up and left hand up. There's again an annoying if statement that handles all the logic. I encourage you to pause the video and think, can we do better than this? Of course we can do better. This if statement can be replaced with something as simple as this. Left equals not left. Why that works? Well, not true is false and not false is true. It's a good trick to remember as it has many practical uses. For example, if you want to create a tic-tac-toe game or even a chess game, maybe you could use this to implement the turns of the 2 players. First player, second player, first player, second player, and so on. Finally, just one more quick tip. Since of true-false, we alternate between 0 and 1. Can you think of a way of getting rid of this if statement? If you thought of number equals number plus 1 mod 2, then this is a great solution, but not the most efficient. The benefit of this solution is that it ensures the result is always 0 or 1. The simplest solution is actually number equals 1 minus number. Why? 1 minus 1 equals 0, and 1 minus 0 equals 1. As you can see though, if the number becomes 5, for some reason, it breaks the solution. but the modulo solution would still return 1, so it is more stable. Hence, both of these solutions are worth considering. Hopefully you can make use of these simple but neat tricks. Let me know what you think in the comments. Please subscribe and like the video if you enjoyed it, and you probably did if you're still listening here to this useless advertisement rather than making yourself a cup of tea. Happy coding, see you next time.